There's no way I could write a sterilized or laundered version of this story. I interviewed President Obama on the record in the Oval Office for 1 hour and 15 minutes on Saturday, July 10th, 2010. Chapter 1. On Thursday, November 6th, 2008, Barack Obama arranged to meet in Chicago with Mike McConnell, the Director of National Intelligence. McConnell, 65, a retired Navy Vice Admiral with stooped shoulders, wisps of light brown hair, and an impish smile, had come to present details of the most highly classified intelligence operations and capabilities of the vast American espionage establishment he oversaw as Director of National Intelligence. In just 75 days, the formidable powers of the state would reside with the 47-year-old Obama. He would soon be, as the intelligence world often called the president, the first customer. McConnell arrived early at the Kluzinski Federal Building, an austere Chicago skyscraper, with Michael J. Morrell, who had been President George W. Bush's presidential briefer on 9/11 and now headed the Central Intelligence Agency's Analysis Division. Two members of Senator Obama's transition team from the last Democratic administration greeted them: John Podesta, Bill Clinton's chief of staff for the final 2 years of his presidency, and James Steinberg, a former deputy national security advisor in the Clinton White House. "We're going to go in with the president-elect and hear what you guys have got to say," Podesta said. McConnell paused awkwardly. He had received instructions from President Bush. "As president," Bush had told McConnell, "this is my decision. I forbid any information about our success and how this works, except to the president-elect." McConnell knew Bush had never been comfortable using the terminology sources and methods, but what the president meant was that nothing should be disclosed that might identify human spies and new techniques developed to infiltrate and attack al-Qaeda, fight the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and defend the nation. "John, sorry," McConnell said. "I'd love to be able to accommodate, but I didn't make these rules." He related Bush's instructions. Only the president-elect and anyone designated to take a top national security cabinet post could attend. "Neither of you are designated, so I can't. I'm not going to violate the president's direction." "Okay, I got it," Podesta said, barely concealing his irritation. Podesta had had all-source intelligence access before, as had Steinberg. He thought this was not helpful to Obama, who was largely unfamiliar with intelligence briefings. Obama arrived still in full campaign mode, with ready smiles and firm handshakes all around. He was buoyant in the afterglow of victory. 2 months earlier, after receiving a routine top-secret briefing from McConnell on terrorism threats, Obama had half-joked, "You know, I've been worrying about losing this election. After talking to you guys, I'm worried about winning this election." "Mr. President-elect, we need to see you for a second," Podesta said, steering him off to a private room. When Obama returned, his demeanor was different. He was more reserved, even aggravated. The transition from campaigning to governing, with all its frustrations, was delivering another surprise. His people, the inner circle from the campaign, and the brain trust of Democrats he had carefully assembled to guide his transition, were being excluded. The first customer-elect was going to have to go it alone. McConnell and Morrell sat down with Obama in a private, secure room called a Sensitive Compartmented Information Facility, or SCIF. It was an unusually small room in the center of the building where a bathroom might normally be located. Designed to